Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Smart TCG, and today I'm going to be going over a different way to play Lugia V-STAR. Now, since Lugia V-STAR was released, it has been dominating the competitive Pokemon TCG. We saw the one prize variant with things like Raikou, Yveltal, and more, and then we most recently saw the one with the single strike Pokemon like Tyranitar, single strike Urshifu, Stonejourner, and Yveltal dominate the standard format. However, there is another variant that doesn't really get talked about enough, and I think it's actually really good in this format, and that's going to be Colorless Lugia. With so many one prize decks running around, things like Snorlax become incredibly powerful, and the ability still to one shot with Wyrdeer is really cool. So today we're going to be going over the deck, and then we'll also hop into a game and kind of show off exactly how it works. But we have Lugia V-STAR here with 280 HP with that Tempest Dive, very strong attack, not as strong as it used to be as powerful energy does not exist anymore, but still gets the job done against many Pokemon. And Summoning Star is what we're going to be using as our V-STAR power to get out our Archeops from the discard. Our goal is to get Archeops in the discard pile with ways to discard them like Professors Burnet, Ultra Ball, Research, and more to be able to just get them in the discard pile and then use Summoning Star. Archeops with that Primal Turbo, once your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 special energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. So works absolutely beautifully with the Lugia. We have Snorlax, a fantastic attacker against many things like Giratina and Lost Zone Toolbox. Just a good one prize attacker in general, with that Thumping Snore being able to deal 180. The problem with it is that it does fall asleep after it attacks, and you have to flip 2 heads, which is why we have the Therapeutic Energy that makes sure that it stays awake, prevents any status conditions from happening on your Pokemon, and also removes them as well when it gets attached. We have some other one prize attackers like the Radiant Charizard. You can attack with Archeops, but we more or less want to be using our one prizers like Radiant Charizard and Snorlax to be able to attack. And this is a nice cleanup Pokemon in some scenarios as well. Wyrdeer is a great cleanup Pokemon with that Cybash Shield, dealing 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. And you have Frontier Road as well. Once your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any amount of energies from your other Pokemon to it. So your goal is to load tons of energies onto your Lugia V-Stars and your big Pokemon, and then go into the Wyrdeer and take a massive KO that way. This is a list that I've been testing. I think it's actually really strong, and let's hop into some games and show off exactly how it works. I think it's pretty good, and it should be getting talked about more. The deck list will be in the description, by the way. All right, let's hop into it. Alrighty, everyone, so hopping into it, looks like we're going to be going up against Urshifu and Teleon. Now, Urshifu and Teleon most recently won the North American International Championships, and it has still continued to see success at tournaments. So, as of right now, we got ourselves a pretty okay hand. I think I want to start off here with the Squawkabilly just to be able to burn through the deck here, and just also most importantly get rid of that Archeops. So we're going to attach the Snorlax here and then utilize Squawkabilly, Squawk and Seize, discarding and drawing 6 cards, looking for a Lugia, which we unfortunately are not able to find. However, we can just Thumping Snore next turn, which still kind of gets the job done. So it might look a little bit weird, but Snorlax provides actually great utility just as a solid early game attacker as well. So despite us missing there, we still have a pretty decent setup. So here comes the Irida being able to get themselves Inteleon along with a VIP pass. Inteleon hitting the board here, and there is the Battle VIP pass. Going to allow them to get an explosive start. We see Urshifu hitting the board quickly along with that Inteleon as well. We do see Water going on to the Urshifu too. So yeah, pretty good setup here, getting what they were looking for. And really going to be interested to see if they're actually able to move this Remoraid here or not. Looks like they're not, which is good. So we're going to be able to ideally just get ourselves a Lugia this turn. If we get ourselves a Lugia, I'm actually pretty content just Burnetting and then moving on from there. So yeah, we did get the Lugia, which is sick because now we can just Burnet, guarantee it for next turn if we find ourselves a Lugia V-STAR. So things are looking okay, but most importantly, we also get rid of Remoraid. So we're getting rid of a critical consistency card that they need. So we're going to get rid of the 2 Archeops here, and then we're just going to use the Thumping Snore for 160. The only risk here is that they don't choose to knock it out and it does stay asleep. Things could become a little bit awkward if we can't find Jet Energy, but nonetheless though, looking okay. There is the Ultra Ball, which is fantastic. We're going to be able to get our Lugia V-STAR up and running, and things are looking pretty decent. There's 1 Tails and there's 2 Tails, doesn't really matter. As soon as we flip the first Tails, it does stay asleep. Its ability does have that one little issue with it, is that you got to flip 2 heads. So hopefully we can move this thing, which we should be able to because of the fact we can attach Therapeutic Energy to it. So here comes Urshifu VMAX hitting the board here. Curious to see exactly what else they're going to be able to do. There is the Ultra Ball, so probably going to be getting themselves something like that Lumineon, maybe potentially a Remoraid as well. However, we got rid of that Octillery, which is a vital source to their consistency, and it looks like they also had to Ultra Ball one as well into the discard pile. So things aren't looking too amazing for them, as we did at least establish a Lugia for that next turn. So anyways, here comes the Professor's Research, going to be discarding their hand, drawing a fresh new hand of 7. That Cheryl going away is pretty important. Making sure that they don't have that card is going to be big, unless they play something like Palpad. So things are looking decent. Forcio Stone hitting the board onto the fish, and we are going to see that Lumineon V's Luminous sign here, allowing them to search for any card. It can only be attached to the V, though, to be able to get that activation. So going into the hand we go here. Gotta assume this is going to be for something like that, either Rapid Strike Energy, Inteleon VMAX. Definitely lots of things that they could be looking for. But if we do just see the Rapid Flow here, we're looking okay. All right. There is the Gmax Rapid Flow, going to be taking the knockout on the active there, and it also is going to be hitting 120 onto the bench as well. So being able to take that KO there. Now action is on us to be able to just attack this Lugia V-Star here. So we got ourselves Ultra Ball, going to be able to discard. I believe these things seem fine. We'll toss them both away. I kind of want to keep the Wyrdeer around just because I can one-shot at some point, because specifically in this matchup, you're not using Snorlaxes a whole lot. You're just kind of using big Lugias and loading tons of energy onto them. So I think in this situation, it actually does change, where Wyrdeer actually, which is oftentimes not good in many matchups because you're focusing on Snorlax, is specifically very good in this matchup if you can just stack a bunch of energies on the board. So we're going to go here and we're going to load up some more energy. We'll go V-Guard and double turbo because we're two-shotting regardless anyways, and we're one-shotting the things on the bench, so we really don't need to do a whole lot else. And we can attach that V-Guard also, and we'll use that Iono. Going to put them down to 5 cards, especially without having Octillery. It is very, very scary for them in this situation, as they also just aren't doing a whole lot of damage in general. So things are looking pretty good here. So we're going to Primal Turbo, and we're going to do something here. Okay, so if I had an extra V-Guard here, I actually would have attached it onto Archeops just to prevent them from being able to Rapid Flow. So that's actually something that you can do. It's something to look for. If you can Primal Turbo and actually V-Guard your Archeopses, it's actually pretty good. However, in this situation, I do want to focus a little bit more around just getting that V-Guard on the active so I can start using things like Tempest Dive. But most importantly, I do also have Collapsed Stadium as well, so we're going to be able to collapse and hit. But it is important, you know, if you can, to V-Guard the Archeopses, because it makes it pretty much impossible for them to Rapid Flow, which is really, really important. And, you know, Rapid Flow for the KO specifically, because that's what they'll try and do. But the V-Guard on here, as I said, is still good because it means that they're doing like 90 damage with KO Thrust. But this is awkward for them. Putting them down to 4 benched Pokemon here, along with just hitting into the Urshifu, the fact that they have no Octillery as well, I think is definitely going to cause them some issues. So here is the Double Gunner coming out, going to be able to ping 20 damage on 2 things. Gotta expect both the Archeopses are going to get hit by that here, as they do push for that Rapid Strike, Gmax Rapid Flow here. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and looks like 5 fresh new cards. There is the other Inteleon, so really, really important that they were able to get that there. Now, the thing is that they don't have another Urshifu on the bench, and this Collapsed Stadium is probably going to cause some issues for them. So they might try and retreat this if they have the option to, because they really do want to push for something like that Gmax Rapid Flow. So here is the damage being moved onto the Inteleon. Looks like they're going to be trying to focus on getting rid of that Lugia, which does make sense. So as of right now, we're sitting pretty okay here, not looking too bad. So we're gonna bench down the Lugia. I think we're gonna attach the Luminous Energy. I could honestly just arrow dive this and try and protect my Lugia from actually getting KO'd, because I am a little bit concerned that it's gonna get KO'd here, and then I can just go Boss's Orders KO this. So I guess I can actually make a really cool play here. I can just arrow dive this, which was not something I was considering actually doing until this turn. Was never something I was thinking about. But anyways, yeah, so we can go and power this up and then poke for 130, which actually does enough damage. So anyways, we're gonna go power up again. 1, 2, we'll touch another Therapeutic. It doesn't really matter a whole lot, so we'll go there. And then we'll utilize the Jet Energy to bring the Lugia V into the active. This is going to allow us to go down to 2 prizes. This Collapsed Stadium just causing so many issues for them, and we are going to be able to, I think, pretty much take over this game here. If they do hit Boss's Order or something like that, Rapid Flow, I don't know how they're going to do that, then cool. But if not, should just be able to win this game. And now I am going to release the lock here. I'm intentionally going to release the lock, and the reason is that I actually need to Lumineon for boss's orders next turn. So I need to open this up, and I know that they can't actually take any major KOs except for on Lugia here if they have boss's orders. So I just know that I'm gonna have a bench spot like no matter what in this point. So, or at this point. So things are looking good here. So there's the Inteleon coming up into the active spot with that double gunner. We see the energy being attached, and yeah, it's just so important that we were able to get rid of that Remoraid early because I just don't have a whole lot anymore. So there is a damage being moved over onto the Lugia here. We do see the Remoraid getting tossed down onto the bench along with the Professor's Research. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There is the 4 Seal Stone as well. We see the double gunner going down once again, trying to just get more damage probably onto the Lugia as well. I would not be surprised. Or I guess the Archeops too. Doesn't make sense. There is the energy retrieval, allowing themselves to get the 2 energies back. Gonna see double gunner once more coming down. 1 and 2. So retreat. Might be trying to hide this turn. Oh wait, oh no, they're just attacking. For some reason that animation looked really weird. I thought they were just trying to retreat. But anyways, not gonna be able to do anything here, so we're just going to be able to take the game here. Gonna be able to discard these 2. Wait, can I attack with Wyrdeer? Would that do enough? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 300. Oh, we can just KO with Wyrdeer, I guess, too. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. We could KO with Wyrdeer if we wanted to. Do we have enough energy? Yeah, I think we do, but we're just going to play the safe option. We're going to Lumineon. Going to be able to Lumineon for the boss's order, so we'll evolve there as well. Lumineon and boss's orders. Use that Luminous sign. Really good card in this deck here, being able to grab whatever supporter I want, which is going to be that boss's orders. And another big reason as to why taking out that Remoraid was big is it helped out in my prize trade. It made my prize trade really good because it meant I could take out a 1 prizer, a 3 prizer, and a 2 prizer, which is significantly easier than taking out a 1 prizer and then a 3 prizer and a 3 prizer. So able to take that game there with the deck. And yeah, that is colorless Lugia. So the deck is actually really strong, takes decent matchups against a lot of things, having things like Heavy V-Guard, Heavy Gift, just all those really powerful special energies. You are able to take advantage of a lot of decks that might not be prepared for you. But anyways, that is going to do it today for the video. If you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the deck as well. It will be in the description. But thank you so much for all the support. As always, I did get to 5,000 subscribers, which was a big goal that I was trying to hit. So I'll be doing a booster box giveaway coming up. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you so much for all the support as always. This is Smart TCG, and I'll speak with you again soon. All right, peace out, everyone. If you're looking to improve your game, I do offer coaching on Metafy. I was ranked in the top 16 ranked players in the entire world, and I know what it takes to reach the next level. I have a free coaching consultation if you're interested in booking that to kind of figure out exactly what coaching is and whether or not it is something for you. I also have individual sessions, event deck list preparation, replay reviews, training plans, and more. So if you have any questions, make sure to book that consultation if you're interested, and we can kind of go over exactly what coaching is and how it will make you into the very best player that you can possibly be. But with that being said, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. This is Smart TCG, and I'll speak with you all again soon. Thank you so much for the support. Peace.